Hey, what's up? My name's Davey, and I'd like to show you how I warp a record in Ableton Live. Check it out. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is open up the preferences with Command, comma. And then you've got on the bottom left here, Record, Warp, Launch. And in this section, you've got the Warp Fade section. So you want to just turn off the Auto Warp long samples. The reason being is Ableton kind of tries to automatically do it, and if it's not set correctly, it just gets it wrong. So I just keep that off. The other one you might want to change is the default warp mode to complex, which is the best algorithm. Okay, so the official first step is to find the kick drum. So the reason for that is kind of like when a DJ is queuing up a new song and you hear like a or, you know, they're doing that in their headphones. They're basically finding the first kick drum of the new song so that when they let it go, it's going to stay in time on the one on the other record and basically continue on. So the same thing goes in Ableton. So we'll zoom in at the very beginning of the record. In this case, this is my first kick, and I'm just going to grab the play start marker. I'm going to bring it up to the beginning of the kick drum. Now when I press the space bar, you can hear it is right on the money. Okay, so the next step, or step 2, I can go turn warp on. As soon as warp switched on, a grid will appear underneath. And if I turn my metronome on at the same time, you'll see Ableton's automatically at 120. Have a quick listen to how this sounds. So obviously it's not in time yet. So the next thing to do is come down to the warp marker, right click on it and say warp from here. And automatically Ableton has created all these warp markers, and it's basically set in the suggested BPM that it's 92.02. So if I listen back, it's obviously meant to be 92 or close to that. So if I just type in 92 in the master tempo, I should be good. Now, the next thing I want to do, in this case, it says it's 92.02. I'm going to delete all the other warp markers by selecting them all and hitting delete. And I'm just going to go up to the end of the record, somewhere near bar 65, something like that. And you can see here, this is the kick drum where it is, and this is where it should be. So all I need to do is just shuffle it to the left a little bit, and you'll notice now the suggested BPM is 92. So that's right on the money now. Now here's another cool key command. If you want to just listen from, say for example, bar 57, if I press spacebar, it's just going to play from the top. So all I got to do is press or hold down Option and press space.
I know it's hard to breathe.
Yeah? So all you need to then do is work your way through and make sure that the downbeat of the record is falling on all the bar lines. If that's the case, you know you've nailed it. If you've gone, that's why it's important to keep the metronome on. If you've kind of gone an extra beat or something strange has happened, you might find then the metronome's not counting in time. And that's really important to keep in mind. So work your way through the record.
I know it's
Yep. Cool. And so on and so forth. And there you go. There's a record warped for you. Once you've done that, you know it's always going to be in time with the master tempo. This is important for things like when you're working with a vocalist or something, or if you get given a full song and you want to add some extra parts to it. Get it in time first so that it lines up with the grid. And then when you start chopping bars and rearranging and things like that, it's always going to be locked in time. If you like this kind of stuff, please like and subscribe for more. Peace!